Some know the legend, but no one truly knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths. That was something you had to be there for, to witness, to remember, to know even heroes can die, and survival is not always a victory.
Welcome back, Guardians. Today on All Things Lore, I wanted to take a moment of your time to talk a little bit about the origins of the legendary group of warriors known as the Iron Lords. So the story of the Iron Lords begins after the collapse, when the Traveler first created the Ghosts. During this period known as the Dark Age, we begin to see the resurrection of the first Guardians, or the Risen as they were referred. Now, according to the lore, there were some of the Risen Lightbearers who accepted the mantle of responsibility and used the gift of the Traveler to protect humanity. Regrettably, there were some that abused it. These tyrants were called the Warlords. Using the light for their own personal gain, the Warlords took over various parts of the planet and wreaked injustice over the masses. In response to the ongoing violence, a Risen by the name of Radagast banded together with his fellow Lightbearers, and they would be the first of many to stand up against their unjust brethren. This was the dawning of the Iron Lords. After the clash with the Warlords, the Iron Lords were becoming a household name. They devoted their lives to protecting those who survived the collapse and bringing back civilization to what it once was. Ultimately, the Iron Lords came into contact with SIVA, a self-replicating nanotechnology created by Clovis Bray during the Golden Age. Hoping to harness SIVA to usher in a new Golden Age, the Iron Lords infiltrated Site-6. This provoked the Warmind Rasputin to turn SIVA against the Iron Lords, infecting several of their numbers. The casualties were steep, with only 9 making it to the replication chamber. But in the end, however, Lady Yolder and the 7 others made the ultimate sacrifice by sealing themselves inside to contain SIVA. A year after the Taken War, SIVA was discovered by the House of Devils, a fallen faction led by Aksis, Archon Prime. Comprehending the potential behind SIVA's nanotechnology, Aksis had his Devil Splicers infuse it within their bodies, and thus they began contaminating their fellow devils. Knowing that he couldn't contain SIVA alone, Lord Saladin sought out help from the Guardians, aiming to end the SIVA crisis in the Plaguelands. The Guardians witnessed firsthand what SIVA and the Devil Splicers were capable of. Not since Oryx had we fought such a deadly adversary. Nevertheless, when the odds were stacked against us, the Guardians managed to destroy the replication chamber. It was finally over. Well, not quite. When we returned to the Iron Temple, Shiro 4 informed us that the mastermind behind the SIVA crisis inhabited the wall of the Cosmodrome. His name was Aksis, Archon Prime. This would spur a congregation of Guardians to venture deep within that structure and attempt to destroy SIVA's cursed plague, once and for all. Anyway, Guardians, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, then please make sure to leave a like and comment down below. If you're new and you wish to promote the channel, then please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Eventually, I want to come back to the subject of SIVA and talk about its creation during the Golden Age. There's going to be a lore video on Aksis, Archon Prime. I feel like there is more to his story than him just stumbling upon SIVA, but you never know, we'll see. And finally, I want to sum it all up with a lore video on the Wrath of the Machine raid. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for supporting All Things Lore.
I hope to see you really soon.